Hello, in this video log I will briefly demonstrate the documentation to knowledge graph pipeline. I have just completed the functional part of the software and I will show you what is the outcome in a minute. However, just to explain what it is all about, it's converting normative documents, normally from PDFs, into plain text, and then creating a knowledge graph within a graph database. I'm using Neo4j in my development. It is it's not fully automated, it is human and software collaboration, so the software, wherever it is appropriate, automatically extracts texts. However, it is still a manual task to put the labeling on the different parts of the text and to preserve the original documentation structure, so the whole information will have the same structure as it is inside the document. So for my demonstration I have taken from internet, from open source, the approved document A for the building regulations, and I believe that using this document I would cover a lot of use cases when transferring a normative documentation into a knowledge graph. Before I show you the graph itself, which has been generated from this document, I just want to quickly show you how the contents of the document looks like. And if you are not familiar with it, it splits into two sections. So I'll just zoom a little bit so it can be readable. But the first, it splits into big section, one which is loading and ground movements requirements A1 and A2, and the other big section is the disproportionate collapse requirement A3, and each of those sections splits further down, and the document itself has got some user guidance, some informative parts. So this is briefly and probably typically how such a normative document will look like, and without any further discussion on this document, what I would like to do is to show you how it looks in a knowledge graph using this piece of software that I'm demonstrating at the moment. So it is a lovely structure, typical graph structure with nodes and links. I'm using one type of relationship, which is has. So starting from the document itself with the document title and any subtitles, the relationships has got a subsection A1 and A2, and within the subsection I got other pieces of information which I have labeled as informative or subsections to break down the document following the content structure. It can be a requirement, and this document particularly has got 3 requirements: guidance to associated with those requirements, references, definitions, tables and diagrams. And this is how it looks like. There is a color coding, which in this case shows the orange color is an informative part. So these are just blocks from the original document which are providing different type of information. As you can see, this is the use of the guidance block. I will break it down so you can see the actual block itself, how it looks like in the database. The other little technical detail that I want to mention is the generating this semantic vectors, or in the graph databases called embeddings. So the process automatically creates those embeddings to those blocks. However, the essential part, which is the breaking down the plain text into sensible chunks, or what I think is a sensible chunk as a human, as a reader, as a user of this document. Then I can label them, and the computer automatically creates the structure plus the graph structure itself plus those embeddings. So without any further details, this is what I wanted the video presentation to just show you briefly how it looks like. However, if there are any questions, any comments, please use my LinkedIn profile to contact me. If there is any suggestion or anything that any feedback, I will be very pleased to get any information from you. Thank you very much for watching, and wish you all the best. Thank you.